So, the U2 bus runs between Hillingdon and Uxbridge and comes nowhere near Ruislip. Northwood is not in a different borough. Deliveries can't be made from Park Lane because there's no such road in Ruislip. And the whole plan is handled under the title Orchard Inn, despite that name never having been used locally. How can Ruislip residents take seriously both the proposals you make and your assertions that the new memorial would mark the historical significance to the Second World War of the original building, when there are inaccuracies throughout, and when the German supermarket's proposals don't even use the building's correct name? Do we have anybody to answer that last question?
You're on mute.
Anyone?
Let me come in because I thought that we had someone who was going to speak.
Sorry, it's my fault. I had my microphone on to try and cut the noise down. Sorry. So, yeah, obviously, I'll take it up. There was a typo on the submission that's been made, and we'll actually ensure that's corrected. I think that was referred to a bit earlier. The only thing I would say about all of these issues is that obviously we are going through a planning process at the minute. We've put an application in, and council officers have now got to judge what we put in against policy and come to a judgment themselves in the balance as to whether they want to recommend this for approval to a council committee. After that stage, if it gets through that stage of planning permission, then there obviously will be conditions attached to that application, which will ensure that Lidl performs exactly as the application has been permitted. And it could be that many of these issues will get swept up into those planning conditions. And on top of that will also be a legal agreement which will ensure that this actually happens. So you can rest assured that whatever is agreed, there is a commitment from Lidl to deliver to what's been asked of them.
Can I just expand upon that? So obviously we've still got a long way to go in planning. Yeah, and clearly there are comments that are being raised by the local residents, and I'm sure there'll be comments raised by the statutory consultees. So we will work with all parties to seek a solution that hopefully addresses many of those concerns that are being raised. There's a long way to go. This is part of this process, is obviously having a discussion with the local residents and for them to obviously, again, put any comments they have forward. It's still early in the stages of planning, and obviously we'll try and keep you abreast of changes that may come forward from any of the comments that do arrive from either statutory consultees or from yourself. But, you know, we do welcome these comments because you are the local residents, you know the area a lot better than any of us around this table at the moment. So we will, you know, value quite much your comments. And as I say, if changes are required through either statutory consultees or by yourselves, we will take those on board.
Daniel.